like the amount of religious services that would have taken place in here, and you know, again, my usual thing, there've been shrines underneath this, an awful lot of shrines, and the total accumulation of all that devotion, shouldn't that create an atmosphere that we can pick up?
So we use gadgets like this to see if we can read any sort of EMF readings. It could potentially be spirit interaction, or it could be a rational reason like hidden electricity lines or anything like cables, lights, that sort of thing. But in a place like this you shouldn't really get anything because it's just a hollow shell.
Just so people can see over here, there's a lovely piece of NeuroSky equipment over here that we've plugged Chris into. This measures brainwaves. It measures two kinds of levels of brainwave. It measures meditation, so the quiet kind of alpha ones, and then it measures more attention, the stuff that's kind of peaking at the top. So that's what we'll be running through you, just to see what results we get while you're doing some meditation and while you're doing some tuning in, some psychic work.
So you want me to meditation now?
So if you go into meditation, quietening of the brain mode, let's see what we get on the EEG reader. As we can see, this is the EEG reading on Chris while he's in meditation mode. I suspect because I'm talking a lot, his attention mode's gone up. Are you ready, Chris?
Okay. You want me to tell you what's here? Or you want me to
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. At the moment we've got 3 spirit energies in here. We have got a lady. She came in here terrified. She ran and she was running from someone, and when they caught her, these people, they literally cut her hands off. Her hands were cut off. There's a lot of fear here, she's absolutely terrified, she's ran, she's came through here, absolutely terrified, and then these people have caught her. The little girls, there's also 2 ladies come in as well now. I did meet these ladies last night as well. The little girls are terrified of these ladies. I feel that these ladies would not hurt them in a way where they are being cruel, but I feel from their time they didn't see it as being cruel. I see it as they felt that this is what the children deserved, and I feel that they were getting physically beaten, these young children.
We've got a lot of peaks there in both, which is quite interesting. You would expect that whilst you were being meditative, your attention focus would kind of drop down and your meditation would drop up. But it seems like kind of almost run in parallel. So all of your brain waves are kicking off, which, I don't know, what does that sound like? Does it sound counterintuitive?
It could be possible because of the fact I go to the same place for spirit.
Yeah.
So it could be.
Over here we have Steve.
Well, I can back up quite a bit of what was said. As soon as I came in the door, I felt this stress, like heart, throat fear thing, and I doused a male spirit guard in the door, a female in the corner that was being held prisoner, and another male stood near where you are. So that's as far as I went with it, but you said 3 spirits.
Yeah.
So the female prisoner sounds.
Yeah.
Jen, what did you pick up?
Okay, so at the same time as you, I was picking up on a young female, and it was interesting what you said about the discipline, because I was very much aware that this child had no shoes, and that the footwear had been taken away as a way of control, and making sure that she couldn't go where she wanted to go. And these weren't shoes as we would know them. It was pieces of material with string that they would tie around their feet to act as shoes, and she told me that her clothing was also taken away as a form of control.
Do you get anything on your right hand side?
Do I get any?
Yeah, because I was standing here before and that was getting up to about 6, and I was getting very cold around the back of my back, which I think the gentleman said he picked something up over here.
Yes, that's right.
Now when you were talking about that lady, my back was very, very cold. It's very, now I'm talking about now it's getting cold now.
Yeah.
That was just a conversation, but that was quite interesting. Because you come up on that at the same time.
On my right hand side.
So your
My left.
Yeah, your left.
My left hand side.
left.
Yeah, that's on the left side of the room. We've got the two. I'm assuming governors or that kind of thing. And what I'm also picking up is the children.
Yep, centre of the quarry line. It's all on the same thing. Yeah, well, what I picked up is that the main ley energy, which is on a grid line, quarry level 3, comes through this tree, possibly barking it, and through the side of the keep at the top of the vale there, and it runs through to the chapel. And what I found is that there's a point where the waters meet and a point where the earth energies cross in, and it's these 2 points that need my energy harmoniser devices on to harmonise the whole of this energy here today.
That one, Steve.
Yes.
It went absolutely mad as soon as you approached it. And that one really off the meat, that went over right over.
Ley energy.
There's a lot of research being done over the last few decades, really, into sacred sites, special sites, and their energy discharge. And what's been noticed is that you get kind of peak nodes around about dawn and round about dusk for maybe 20 minutes at a time.
Right.
Everything's going bang, 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 and then it kind of calms down again.
The only time I notice time specific is about between 2:30 in the morning and about 3 o'clock in the morning. For that little time period, to me that's midnight.
Okay.
That's to me, because they call it the witching hour, but to me that's the point that should be even though it's not an hour, but it should be the witching time.
That's supposed to be the time when most people die as well, or something like that.
Oh, I don't know, is it? Is it okay?
I'm making it up.
Oh, it could be. It sounds good, so we'll go with that.
I'll put it in there as
yes,
fact.
Yes.
Death time.
But it's the airs at its lightest for a start, isn't it? So it makes sense that that's when it's all going to start to kick off. And when you're doing ghost hunts, that's when it does kick off. Usually about 2 o'clock, unless everybody's tired, things start to happen about 2:30.
The fascinating thing is about this mound we're standing on is that it's not an igneous mound. It's actually sedimentary. In fact, it's actually glacial till, which is the debris a glacier leaves behind it. So what it's made up of is you've got layers of gravel, you've got layers of sand, and in between that you've got lenses of clay, which of course trap water. And the water is quite saline, so quite salty, so therefore you get quite a lot of electricity being conducted through this. And that's one of the reasons I think you get such powerful energy lines coming through here.
So we're standing on a mound that's been created by glaciers,
Yes.
and yet behind us, this mound up here, that hasn't been created by glaciers.
No, that is completely man-made.
It's like a mini version as well of this electrical storage unit that we're standing on.
So therefore, if they built this themselves,
Yes.
what to have stopped them layering it? They could have layered it themselves.
Do you not think it might be?
Could well be. I'd love to be able to dig a cross-section through it.
So, if we get the buckets and spades out,
I'd love to do a nice cross-section.
if we were almost haunted, of course, you'd be kind of grabbing your throat and we'd have some really nice footage and we'd all be running out of the room.
I never did. I just want to point that out. I never did.